In 1998, Yahoo could have bought Google for $1 million. They said no. 4 years later, they tried again, and this time the price was billions. They said no again. Now, it's easy to laugh at that. It sounds like the dumbest decision in business history. But it isn't a story about one dumb decision. It's the story of why Yahoo, the most powerful company on the internet, was structurally incapable of seeing what Google actually was, even when it was sitting right in front of them, for sale, at a discount. By the end of this video, you'll see how the single feature that made Yahoo worth over $100 billion was the exact same feature that blinded them. The threat wasn't hidden in some lab. It was public. It was famous. Yahoo's executives used it every day. But their own business model, the way they literally made money, made Google look like a broken, unmonetizable toy. Two companies, two opposite ideas about what the internet was for, and only one of them survived. Go back to 1998. Yahoo isn't a search engine. Yahoo is the internet. For hundreds of millions of people, typing yahoo.com is how you get online in the morning. It's your email, your news, your stock quotes, your weather, your sports scores, your horoscope, your chat rooms. This was called a portal, a single front door to the entire web. At its peak, Yahoo was valued at more than $120 billion, making it one of the most valuable companies on earth. They had the traffic, the brand, the money, and the smartest people in Silicon Valley. If any company was positioned to own the future, it was Yahoo. And that's exactly why they couldn't see it coming. Here's the part everyone forgets. Yahoo didn't make money by helping you find things. Yahoo made money by keeping you on Yahoo. Every extra minute you spent clicking through their pages was another banner ad served, another impression sold, another few cents earned. Their entire empire was built on attention, on stickiness, on you staying inside their walls as long as humanly possible. Yahoo even paid human editors to hand organize the web into a giant directory of categories because a directory keeps you browsing. The longer you wandered, the more Yahoo earned. So think about what that means. The single most valuable thing Yahoo owned was your time on their site. Anything that got you off their site faster wasn't an opportunity. It was a threat to the business. Which brings us to two Stanford students, Larry Page and Sergey Brin. They'd built a search engine called Google, and it was almost supernaturally good. It ranked pages by how many other pages linked to them, and it gave you the right answer at the top, instantly. In 1998, still students, still broke, they tried to sell the whole thing. The number that's been passed down is around $1 million. They shopped it around Silicon Valley. And Yahoo, the search giant, the company that needed great search more than anyone, passed. Not because they missed the meeting, but because to them, Google's genius was a flaw. Understand what Google looked like through Yahoo's eyes. You typed a question, and Google's one and only job was to send you away as fast as possible. To some other website, off the page, gone. To Yahoo, that was insane. That was like a shopping mall installing a magic door that instantly teleported every customer out of the building the second they walked in. Google's whole point, get the user off the page, was the direct opposite of Yahoo's whole business, keep the user on the page. And Google was ugly, a blank white screen with a single search box, no news, no email, no ads, no stock ticker, nothing to monetize. Where's the business? To Yahoo, Google wasn't the future. It was an unfinished feature. A fast little search box that gave away its users for free and made no money doing it. They couldn't value it because their own model had no box to put it in. Fast forward to 2002. Google is now undeniable. Everyone's using it. And crucially, Google has finally cracked the money problem, with tiny text ads tied to what you were searching for. No banners, no clutter, just relevant ads that printed cash. Yahoo saw it, got nervous, and went back to the table. This time reports say Yahoo offered around $3 billion to buy Google. Google's founders, now holding the winning hand, reportedly wanted closer to $5 billion. Yahoo balked. They thought that was too expensive. So instead of buying the company, Yahoo went and licensed the technology, renting the future instead of owning it, while Google kept getting stronger. Within 2 years, Google went public and was worth over $23 billion. The window didn't just close, it slammed. From there, the two companies traded places in slow motion. Google turned search into the most profitable advertising machine ever built, growing into a company worth well over $1 trillion. Yahoo, still clinging to the portal, watched its attention bleed away one search box at a time. By 2017, the company that once turned down Google for $1 million sold its entire core internet business to Verizon for about $4.5 billion, less than the price it had refused to pay for Google 15 years earlier. The empire that was worth $125 billion at its peak was carved up and sold for parts. The most powerful name on the internet became a case study in how giants fall. Here's the pattern, and it's bigger than Yahoo. The companies most likely to be destroyed by a new idea aren't the lazy ones or the stupid ones. They're the successful ones. Because success gives you a business model, and a business model is a lens, it decides what you're even able to see as valuable. Yahoo didn't reject Google because they were foolish. They rejected it because every incentive they had, every dollar they earned, trained them to see, send the user away fast as a bug instead of the entire future. Their greatest strength became the exact blindfold that hid the thing that would kill them. And that same blindfold is on right now, in companies you use every single day, the ones so good at making money the old way that they literally cannot see the new way arriving. The question is just which giant is saying no to its own Google at this very moment, for a price it'll beg to pay later. If you want more breakdowns of how the biggest companies quietly destroy themselves, subscribe, because the next one on this channel is a giant you'd swear could never fall.